This one is going to be a nostalgic overload. Retros and remasters sale on the PlayStation Store. This is a sale that pops up pretty frequently on the PlayStation Store. So you'll see this one normally cycled on the PlayStation Store once or twice or even 3 times a year, focusing on nostalgic filled games, PS3 remasters, PS2 classics, those sort of games. We're going to take a look at the sale. We're going to do it in a slightly different format than normal. Let's dive in and take a look at it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I make new videos like this every single day on the channel, looking at the latest from PlayStation, deals, news, games, all of that sort of stuff. The last sale video almost got to 1,000 views. I think it's on 979 views, my game's under $10 video. If you guys haven't already gone over there, go ahead and like that video for me. Let's get that thing over to 1,000 views, that'd be fantastic. For this one here, if we can get this video to 500 views, that would be very swell. So if you can hit that like button down below, that would be absolutely brilliant. Now this sale is a smaller one, so about 4 pages of deals on the PlayStation Store, so I thought I would tackle it differently than how I normally tackle these sales. I'll record a nice quick video like this. We'll go through the sale together. We'll just click on each of the things and we'll take a look at the different games and recommend some stuff to people, rather than the normal $10 price point, $5 price point videos I do. Let me know what you think of this format as well. If you like it, good. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you hate it, also let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll never do it again. So feedback is really important with these kind of things, so we can give you guys exactly what you want. This was not a scheduled recording that I was planning on doing today, so I've kind of tried to rush this together as quickly as possible, and I'll try and make as few edits so we can get this thing out today. Retros and remasters, 75% off. Okay, so there's about 4 pages of deals here. Let's go through everything here. On the first page, we've got Crash Team Racing and Spyro for $15.99 each. This is 60% off. This is, I mean, these are great prices for these games. I don't know if this is the cheapest they've ever been, though. I do think Crash got down to about 12 bucks, and same with Spyro on the Black Friday sale. But Spyro, 3 really easy platinum trophies if you're looking for easy platinums, and 3 games there for $15.99. So you're getting some pretty decent value there for like a nostalgia-fueled game. Actually, before we keep going, keep in mind, a lot of these games are from my childhood. They are kind of remasters and stuff, so I may have some nostalgia goggles on for some of these titles too. So be aware of that, and be aware of that bias as we go through here. Raccoon City Edition, forget about that. Don't worry about that one. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, 10 bucks. I mean, it's normally $14.99 if you want to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas again, then I guess so. The thing about these games, these PS2 games that came to PS4, is they all play with the original PlayStation 2 controls. Now, you guys might not remember that, but the PS2 had a weird control scheme compared to the PS3 and 4 in that. Where's the controller? Okay, so when you use the buttons on a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 2 controller, triangle would always be back, whereas on the PS3 and PS4 and PS5, circle is back. It's kind of, there's a few convoluted things like that. For racing games or driving in San Andreas, for example, I think you use the X button to drive, whereas now you would use the trigger button to drive. So there's a few nuances that when I played these games as emulated titles, they couldn't be fixed, and they kind of felt old and really dated. So be aware of that if you're gonna pick them up. Tomb Raider for $2.99, awesome deal here, 85% off. Pretty much all the Tomb Raider games have been discounted to like $5, $2 over the last couple of sales. Uncharted-like game, if you're looking for something like that, narrative-driven adventure, not scary, fun adventure game, $3, great price for it. Modern Warfare Remastered, that's a little bit high, I would say. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, I mean, I wasn't a fan of that game, so yeah. God of War Remastered, Ratchet & Clank, Uncharted, they're all $10. That's pretty standard for these like PlayStation hits games. Some good titles here though. Jak and Daxter bundle, $15. Jak and Daxter's good. You can get 4 platinum trophies out of it. It is a PS2 though. It's not a like PS4 specifically enhanced version, so you are playing an emulated PS2 version of the game. Still good. They're still great games. And actually, for Jak 2 and Jak 3, you can use like a debug menu to get free platinum trophies. So you can pretty much earn the platinum for Jak 2 in like 5 minutes, I think, if you use the debug menu. The Resident Evil Triple Pack, $19. I mean, they're each $10 each. Batman Return to Arkham, this is $10 for 2 awesome superhero games. If you enjoy superhero games, or you played like Spider-Man perhaps, this is very similar in terms of how it plays to Spider-Man from a combat style. The gameplay itself is a third-person action game. Great games though, and for $10 you're getting both of them, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, which means that you're basically paying $5 for each of these games. Really, really solid deal for those. Shadow of the Colossus, this is the new version of Shadow of the Colossus for $12.99. Pretty good price there for that kind of game. Devil May Cry, HD Collection, $15 for 3 games again. This is a remaster, like an HD remaster, so it has been enhanced for PlayStation 4, so it doesn't have those weird control scheme things, so, you know, there's that. Burnout Paradise is $8. Pretty great price for that one. I always recommend that during my sale videos because it's just so good. GTA Trilogy for $17.49. Same situation with like Vice City and 3, which we've already talked about with San Andreas. Assassin's Creed Rogue I never played. Far Cry 3, the best Far Cry game in this series. This has been cheaper. I remember this being like $3 at one point last year, so it has definitely been like a lot cheaper than that. But if you wanted to get into Far Cry, like this is a good time to do it. The rest of the stuff on that line is not like significantly cheaper. Borderlands is definitely cheaper in the previous sale. I remember the Sega Genesis collection. The one on the PS3 was an easy platinum. This one's not. Dragon's Crown is like $7. This is pretty cool, like 2D side scroller. I've recommended this a number of times on my sale videos. Again, Bully is like another one of those PS2 remasters. I actually had a couple of comments about this game, people specifically asking if this was worth it. I mean, if you like the Rockstar style of games from the PS2 era, then yeah. But it doesn't play anything like GTA 5, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, you know, there's not really too much here that I would mention. I mean, like these games like $5, like Destroy All Humans 2. Destroy All Humans 2 is my favorite in the franchise. That's $5, not bad. Contra Collection, $5. Dead Rising 2 is $5.99, same as the original Dead Rising. They're both really awesome open world zombie games, but they are PS3 games. 360 games, so they have been ported across to PS4, so they are older, they're not like PS4 native games. Likewise, like a lot of these are ported games, obviously, because of the remastered thing. I had some people ask me about Castlevania Anniversary Collection, $5, good price if you're looking to get into the Castlevania franchise. Mega Man 30th Anniversary Bundle is $40, it's ridiculous, way too much for that. Nothing really worth mentioning. I mean, Doom is there, but it's the old Dooms, so, you know. Metro Redux, this is a really good deal here, $5.99 for 2 Metro games. They're both, again, remasters of PS3 games, but really, really solid games, similar to like Batman Arkham, for example. You're just getting a ton of value here. $6 means you're paying $3 for each of these games, and you're going to be getting like 30 or 40 hours worth of entertainment out of them, so it's a good deal for something like that, I would say. $12 for Wipeout, I mean, yeah. Heavy Rain's $10. I normally like to recommend that. Really cool, narrative-driven sort of visual game. If you enjoyed Detroit, you'll enjoy this one, obviously. I wonder if there's a bundle down here, though, with like everything in it. We'll keep going. Ape Escape, I love. It's probably not like the best game, and it's a PS2 game, so like I'm a little bit biased because, you know, apes, but I do really like it. Cool game. Same with War of Monsters, but they are old school. Journey Collection, I think most people have played that. Red Dead Revolver, it didn't age very well. The Metro games here are $4 if you buy them independently, so it's better to buy them in that package deal that we looked at before. Patapon's like, it's $7.49. It's probably still a little bit expensive for a game like that, I would say. It's weird that one's priced so high. I'm not really sure why. Alright, Parappa the Rapper's here. I mean, it's $7. It's kind of cool for like a nostalgic PS1 game. This is like a full remake of the game for PS4 as well, so it is enhanced in some ways. But it's still only like a 15-minute game because, you know, the game's not very long. Nothing really worth mentioning there. I mean, we've already talked about Jack. Risen 3 is like a Western RPG game. It's a pretty rough RPG, I would say. It's $4 though, so you know you're in for like a bunch of content, like 100 hours worth of content with an RPG. So if you're looking for something like really cheap, $4, and you're wanting like a bunch of value, you're getting a lot of content. Whether the content's actually really great or not, it's kind of like, eh. I played this on PS3 like a long time ago, so yeah, I don't know if it holds up anymore on PS4. Probably not. Raven's the same thing. Raven's actually an easy platinum trophy if you're going for platinums. Loco Roco 1 and 2 are cool, probably a little bit pricey, same as what we mentioned before. The Trine games are really easy platinum trophies if people are going for platinums for whatever reason in this video as well. And that's probably all there is there. Legion of K Anniversary is a mascot platformer. It's kind of interesting. And then over here we've got like the arcade collection games, so Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, all really easy platinum trophies as well if you use like manual saves. They're $2 each, normally $4, so that's not a huge discount, but if you're like after some arcadey style game, then there's that. Same with Gallagher and Dig Dug, but they're slightly more difficult. Grim Fandango is $3.74. I personally didn't enjoy like Grim Fandango or Day of the Tentacle, but I know a lot of people do really enjoy those old school games. I never grew up with them personally, so they don't really have that same thing for me. That's probably it. For trophy hunters, actually, before we finish, These Arcade Archives games, they're $4 each. So they're not particularly good value. They don't have platinum trophies, but they do have like 6 trophies in them or something like that. And I remember back in the day, I'm talking like 2015 here, I used to buy these games to push myself up on the leaderboards, because if you bought like 6 or 7 of them, you get a bunch of gold trophies, and they were really quick to finish. I think you finish most of them in like 5 to 15 minutes. This is before Red Leaker, and you could like buy a bunch of these games because there's like, I think 100 of them, and it would just like force you up on the leaderboards even if you're not earning platinum trophies. It's kind of an interesting little tidbit there for anyone who's a trophy hunter. I don't know if it still works. It worked for me back in 2015 when I was chasing leaderboards. Don't do that anymore. Don't do it. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. But if you're a trophy hunter, it could be worth something to look into. If you want me to explain that more, I'll make a separate video about it, so I'm not keeping everyone occupied about this one topic. Sale! What do you guys think of the sale? Very small sale. I don't think it justified doing like a $10 tier, $5 tier, because the games in here don't really fit into those categories. I haven't decided if I'm going to show gameplay. Obviously you've seen this, and if I have, cool. If I haven't, it's probably because I just wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible so that you could have it and see it. And like I said, it wasn't part of the planned content for this week, so had to add it in at the last minute. Let me know what you think of this format. It's a little bit different than what we normally do. It's probably not quite as polished as what I normally do, so I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that, but curious to get everyone's feedback on it down below in the comment section, and we can scrap the idea and never do it again, or we can do it again in the future if you do like it. Don't forget to leave a like. I would really appreciate that. It helps me out so much with the algorithm. Same with a comment down below. Even if you don't have anything to say, just tell me you don't like my hair, and that's a perfect comment to leave. That will help YouTube push this video even further. Thanks so much for watching this video, gamers, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.